It looks like the runners are off. And Maz, again, has a slow start with the walls are shifting. But he easily made up for it with some very fast platforming. Both runners decide to skip the giant spider and to decide to continue on low percent. Although dkienenb does rob the bomb shop, so he now has paste and 22 bombs into the next level, which will definitely help him to play more safely. And Maz is still playing low percent.
Hello. Hello.
Hello, welcome back. dkienenb has a little trouble with the exit keeper on 1-3 and does take a death, but Mazerak is successfully into the jungle. So we'll get our first look at this new area.
Nice. We are 116 into 2-3.
Interestingly, Mazerak has remained low percent this entire time and has only used one rope. So
not anymore. Thank you, Vampire.
Unfortunately, that will be very beneficial. Ice caves. Dead are Restless are very good for race settings because they can allow you to get a cape and a shotgun without Shopkeeper, which makes it much safer. I personally, in a race setting, would probably not rob a shop if the only item of value in there was a cape, but getting it for free without aggro is very beneficial.
There's one thing about aggro is it's not just about how hard it is to get through shopkeepers. It's also a big slowdown to have to deal with them.
Exactly.
Or even if you don't have to deal with them, you usually have to like bop their head or something. That's like 3 seconds, right?
Yeah, and it's definitely a slowdown. So the only time I think it's worth it is if you can guarantee basically an optimal item setup. So that would be a jetpack, a mattock, a compass, and plenty of bombs. That would be the only time when I would consider doing aggro, which is what you can get with a good black market.
Would you also consider doing it in 4-3?
In 4th, it really depends on if it's a bomb shop, probably. If it's not, then there's really no reason to even rob in the first place. Unless it's like ropes or something, or I'm specifically low on items. Because a jetpack is not going to help you any more in Olmec than it really would. Mazerak has made it into the temple and has survived the first level. dkienenb is still working with the mines.
That was a rough situation.
Oh, Mazerak. Oh. Very unfortunate death on 4-3, which puts dkienenb back in the lead. Yeah, the good old tiki trap, thwomp, and mummy combo.
Tiki twaps, my favorite.
That's what happens when I try to say trap and thwomp at the same time.
This is so relaxing watching mines. It's like I've seen these background colors for so many times compared to the temple.
Yes,
It just has a nice, relaxing feel to it, you know?
it does. It's a soothing blue. And there's a correct amount of background texture. The jungle is a little bit too. There's a little too much going on there, for my taste. But the mines have just a nice. It is green. It's not as relaxing a color, but you have so many more different background leaves that just kind of make it complicated.
Hey, but that's what a lot of people remember hating on Spelunky 2 trailer for not complicated enough.
Yeah, that's. I didn't have a problem with it. I like the art style. It was different from Spelunky 1.
Yeah.
It seemed more flat in 2D, but other than that, like, I liked it.
I didn't really have an opinion on it. It was fine.
Mm-hmm. And there's been more work since then, obviously.
Yeah. Yes, he has said that he's been watching, so there was some changes after a lot of people weren't happy, apparently.
dkienenb, by the way, has made it into the jungle and is now actually into 2, and has elected to stay low percent this time, so that might be beneficial to him. And he is into the Dead Are Restless level, so we will see if he takes the vampire. And he does. So dkienenb now has a cape, which will help him out greatly. It looks like Mazerak is actually choosing to go for a jetpack from the Alien Lord on 3-1. So he will have that. Most of the time, I wouldn't go for a jetpack on a Psychic Presence just because it's a bit of a time investment, but Mazerak has seen the temple and he knows that it's difficult. And so the jetpack will probably help him to move faster and be safe.
Yeah, I would do it if I practiced it more. Like, I know with a mine, I can get the jetpack pretty fast. With a mine, it's usually pretty easy to get the mine in the right spot. With bombs,
unfortunately,
it's a lot harder,
dkienenb has died and is back in the mines a few seconds ago. So he's in 1-3.
Alright, what do we remember about this temple?
Sorry?
What do we remember about this temple?
4-2 is nasty. Has a nasty form situation. Other than that, it's not the worst. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. It's definitely made a lot easier by having bombs and a jetpack, which Mazerak has. Which is better than his cape.
Ah, yes.
So I think he has a better chance this time. Yeah.
Wait, it wasn't that. Wait, what? That looked a little different.
It's right here. The one he's in now was the one, or he's moved past it. Yeah, so he has done a new PB. Unfortunately, dkienenb takes another jungle death and is back to the beginning. Mazerak has a nice, easy well, not easy. We'll see. One thing of note is that Mazerak has 0 bombs going into this Olmec, so he will either have to get lucky with the crates at the top, which having a jetpack will make easy to access, or he's going to have to do risky strats, which he might do anyway, just because he's Maz. Oh, he is going for risky strats. So hopefully the Zulul cooperates. And
6 ropes, let's go.
Oh, he has 6 ropes. Okay, I wasn't sure if that was a 6 or a 0. It looks like he has actually survived the Olmec. So congratulations, Maz. Maz is our winner. It looks like 4:32, I believe was the time. So congratulations, Maz.